What qualities make a good drummer? For me personally, I just have to love it. When I see a drummer, there's something that grabs me or not. And usually this has to do with the parameters that we use in music, which are sound, time, sound is dynamics, tuning, all that kind of stuff. Time, repertoire, technique, so whatever, a combination of those. And I think the better you are in all of those, awareness of sound, awareness of a certain technique, awareness of context, so styles, repertoire, the better you become and the more versatile you are. Groove is, unlike time, an emotion, a feeling. That's why it's sometimes harder to explain than time. Time you can calculate. You can say this is right or wrong. You can say this is half the space of that and this is these many strokes per minute, and then if it's not, it's wrong. With groove, groove is an emotion. It's just important that you know when you are in it and when you're not. It's like being in love. When you know either you're in love or you're not. And so to know when that feeling is there and to know when it's missing, and then what you can do about it when you want to have that feeling. So groove is an emotion and you can create it through instruments and acoustical signals. That's what we try to do with the drum. A good sense of time is basically having all the spaces between the strokes the same. That creates flow, and that will also have the result that you don't get faster and slower. Because if you have that, the space between those impulses is always the same, or as good as I can do it. But a machine could do it perfectly. So the more that is accurate, the spaces in between, the more the tempo is perfect, the more the subdivision is perfect. And every exercise that helps to feel that space in between will help you to get a better time. So you can do a gap click for the tempo, you can do a moving click for the subdivision, and that's already pretty good. So tempo and subdivision usually tackle flow and consistency and these kind of qualities. So, and then there's a great DVD that has a lot of exercises about this, by the way. It's called The Art and Science of Groove by yours truly. Shameless plug, I'm sorry, but I have to say it. I plan my practice. I am a maniac regarding that. I know in the last 15 years what I practiced on what day, how long, and how I did. So I write down everything, and I think the three most important things you have to know are, first, where do you want to go? If you have a navigation system and you type and you want to get there, or you have a map, in order to get there, you have to know where you want to go, right? You have to decide where you want to go. That's the first thing. Then often we think that's enough. It's not. If you know where you want to go, even with the best map and the best car in the world, if you don't know where you are, the map is worthless. So you have to know where you want to go and you have to know where you are. And you have to find out these things. And then you have to see that is the straight line from where you are to where you want to go. And you have to select exercises and skills and things that are on that line. And you have to select the one that is nearest to you and do that first. And in all of these parameters, you can do mistakes that make it super hard and then you don't want to practice anymore. And that is usually then called, oh, he's not motivated. But if you do that in a correct way, you'll do it bit by bit and it's easy to stay motivated. So, and that's what I do and that's what I still do. As I just said, well, you have to select. You have these 2 points. Here's where you want to go, here's where you are. There are great schools that are wonderful that will get you in that direction, or in that direction, or in that direction. So you have to know where that line is and what is on that line. And then you can select. And only then I can recommend the best book. Because I have to know. It's like I would be an optometrist and you say, I can't see the thing back there, and I'm like, that's not a problem, take this. And you're like, oh, it's even worse. And I'm like, come on. And so everyone needs a different glasses. And it's the same with exercises and books. I think it makes it more complicated if you say like, you have to do this. There's almost There's not much out there that's so versatile that I would say everyone has to have this. Who's my favorite drummers? Steve Gadd. I love Steve Gadd. I love Stuart Copeland. I love Richard Spaven. I just saw him ripping it up. I love him. I like David Garibaldi. I like Vinny Colaiuta, Dave Weckl, Bill Collins. How much time do you have? I like Dennis Chambers. I like Hal Blaine, one of my favorites. I always forget Hal Blaine. Ringo Starr. And this is the kind of question, tonight in the hotel I'll be like, oh, how could I forget this one and this one? So, but that's the one that comes to mind right now. My plans on the nearest future are to play the most epic gig ever with my band Moving Parts here tonight. Then I'll drive home and then I will start mixing the live album that we recorded at the last tour. So far I was very busy with promoting the DVD and doing all of that. But now, bit by bit, I get into listening to the material that we recorded on tour, and I will select that and then it will get mixed, and hopefully till the end of summer, later this year, there will be a Moving Parts live album. So that's the next thing. Yeah, and then we will go on tour and play a couple of jazz festivals in winter. I will maybe do a drum camp in Russia. I'm working on that. So let's see. It's good to talk to you. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for your time. I've been to Russia a couple of times and I like it. You always have a big heart, and yeah, thanks for all the support and see you soon, hopefully.